As expected, we got rejected on this resistance line. And you see, this is exactly the support line which we broke down first. Now we retested it, got strongly rejected today in the night. And it's not only this line, if you don't trust in lines, it's okay. It's also basically all EMAs we got rejected. This is the 20 and the 100 EMA. This is the most important ones. We got rejected on a daily candle. You see, this is a daily candle. Every candle represents a daily close, but there was a wick up to the EMA 50 and even EMA 100. So this, in my opinion, it's a clear rejection. It's exactly as we expected. We didn't manage to break the EMA ribbon. It's exactly the top of the EMA ribbon where we got rejected. So we are still in a new moon, and usually, as you know, on new moon we see dump, and this is not the massive dump we usually see on new moon. Usually on new moon in a downtrend we see much broader dump. Right now, what we could expect, if we are checking the volume, we see here this blue line represents the future volume, the red line represents the spot volume, and the spot volume, you see, this is the real bitcoins which getting sold, but the futures volume is rising and the funding rate is rising, which implements that there are people start to long, but there's not real demand for long. So this is a bull trap right now, which happens right in front of our eyes. So what we could see right now is another pump to 85 or even 86k, and then a massive rejection there again. I don't expect that we see right now a breakout of this falling wedge. As I said, I'm expecting here that we will break out of the falling wedge, which is a bullish pattern, the price of $110,000 end of next week. Then we see that we broke down also this bearish pattern. It's a rising broadening wedge, this red lines, and the price target of the rising broadening wedge you measure from the top to the downside, so from the first down touch point to the last top touch point, and the price target is exactly at around 78,500, and 78,500 is also where we see this massive liquidity slide. Now we will go down to 78, approximately 78,500 or lower, which clearly tells us also this rising broadening wedge. The price target is still where we could go, is around 73, 74k, because as you remember, at 78, 74k is still the price target of this head and shoulders, which we broke down in March, start of March, and the price target is still 73, between 73 and 72k even, which we didn't reach yet. And also we broke this massive rising wedge, which also the price tag is at 76k. So we breaking the whole time bearish patterns, as you see it here, and I'm expecting here more downside before we see this breakout to $110,000 next week or after the week. So I'm still shorting. I would be careful because of this wick, so please be careful with not to go too much leverage. And anyways, don't use leverage if you're not a professional trader or experienced trader, because in this wicks you will get stopped out for sure. And as you see it here also, we saw over 500 million longs and shorts equally got liquidated, because you see what the market makers are doing. They liquidate first the shorts and then they liquidate the longs. So right now I'm expecting we could see a little bit more pump, as we see right now there are much more shorts could get liquidated than longs. So we could see another pump, another wick to 90k even maybe, before we see another dump